Після того, як вибили
Our troops kicked out the Russians.
Report, but particularly crimes committed by the Russian troops. And you will now hear that piece. He actually fails to find any evidence to that. Let's take a listen.
So basically, just to explain, we're in Borodyanka, so that's that place further on from Bucha. It's been shelled to pieces, facades missing, whatever. There's no bodies in the streets at all. I've just spoken to a police forensic expert who said he hasn't seen any, and they think there's probably people who are under the rubble or whatever. They've been killed in the shelling. But there's no evidence for any rights abuses here at all. One other journo, a French guy, said that he'd seen a body that had been killed by shelling, and so in some other, we haven't found that, but no executions, nothing like that. So I don't know what the prosecutor was going on about, to be honest. It's true, this place has got far more shelling damage than Bucha. But in terms of extrajudicial killings, there's no evidence at all. And in fact, some of the old ladies I've spoken to said the Russian troops were really nice to them. They gave them food, water, all of that.
Interesting, and actually sad to say, if you look through news reports coming right now out of the town of Borodyanka that this journalist mentioned, You will see a completely different picture. You will read about piles of dead bodies lying on the streets again, like in the town of Bucha, and you will hear accusations and you will hear about mass killings committed by the Russian troops. But this journalist says there is no evidence to that at all. And sometimes, I mean, as a journalist, I have a feeling that we live in parallel reality. And I just don't understand why it's happening, because we understand that we have to be extra cautious with information when we cover wars and military conflicts, because false reports can actually hurt. And now we see, again, coming back to the town of Bucha, we hear about sanctions and like punishment, and, all kind of calls towards Russia because they have already made a conclusion that Russian troops committed lots of crimes there before even any investigation.